So I was working at this high school and I was dealing with this teacher that worked at the high school, right? She had a husband and kids, but that was my toxic period, so I was really with it. But he worked late, so I was able to come over after school and we was able to do our thing, smooth sailing. Except for this one day. So after we do what we do after school, you know what I'm saying? I go upstairs, I take a shower. Now you have to understand, this lady had money. So I'm upstairs using all of her expensive hand creams, you know what I'm saying? Getting the under your eyes and all that. I'm upstairs just moisturizing. I put my clothes on, I come downstairs. Her and her husband like sitting at the table and she gonna look at me talking about, oh, good, you're out the shower. I'm making a snack for you now and I gotta get you home to your mom soon. I know that my face had to look like, but thank God for me, because I was able to play it off super crazy. I was like, oh man, do I have to go home so soon? Now I'm literally just sitting there eating pizza rolls with her and her husband sitting there talking about the weather, the news, soccer practice. Boy, I tell you, when we got in that car though, when she had told her husband she was gonna give me a ride home, she wasn't lying.
Friend, you dangerous. That was hella dangerous. You playing with fire, bruh. Like, wow, Fred. Wow. That was wow. Messing with a married woman. A married woman. I feel you. I can't judge because I've been that toxic. We love toxic over here. Just not that toxic. That was a lot of toxicity. Whoa, that was a lot, bruh. Messing with a married woman, a married straight woman. I guess she's straight. I guess she. That was toxic, Fred. You was like, somebody get her a award. She needs the award for toxicity. The most toxic person, the most toxic lesbian. Someone give her a award. Someone, anyone, because that right there. I can't be mad because I would have been grinning all up in that man's face. If that was me, I wouldn't have did that though. But we young and toxic. We young and toxic. We don't know no better. We don't know no better at that age. I was just like, you come. I tear that ass up in the car. I be like, I do well. Do I get an award? Yes, I do. She'll come back. He'd be like, what took so long? Traffic? You know how traffic be. I done fed her again. I had to get her something to eat again, feed her again. You know how kids be in their metabolism, But that's wild. I don't think I've ever slept. I have never slept with a teacher, bruh. That's a fantasy, bruh. But I wasn't sleeping around like that. I waited until I was an adult. I was like 2021 when my first time, so it's a long time. Like I wasn't wasn't no, and I didn't have like sexy professors in college. I didn't. They were all older. I was a science major, so you know how they look. So it was no attraction. But I did have some fine teachers, especially in elementary school and in high school. My high school dance teacher, my first one before she went to dance on Broadway, bruh, she could get it. What's her name? Miss Brown. Miss Brown, you watching? You still can get it, cause she was fine, honey, fine. She could get it, and I think she wanted it, but she knew I'll mess up her life. I didn't know back then. I was still a young lad, but you know.
Oh my God, let me tell you what happened. So this woman comes into my store, slim, thick, booty looking like, you know what I'm saying? But she had a jogger shorts, so I'm like, is she trying to be comfortable? Or does she lick lady bits? So she comes in with like a bag from one of the shoe stores. And I'm like, oh, did you get the new ones that just came out? Knowing good and goddamn well, I don't know nothing about no shoes. I don't even think new ones came out. So she's like, oh, no, I'll show you what I got. So I look in, men's shoes, got them. Short nails, got them. But still, that doesn't really mean anything. So I find a couple of shirts that go with the shoes. And I'm like, oh, you can try them on. So when I get back there, I'm trying to show her my watch. All right, so how many items you got? I gotta write it on the door. Yeah. So she's like, oh, I like your watch face. Thank you? What does that mean? But I wasn't ready to give up. Because all I could hear was y'all talking about some, just tell her you're gay. So I'm like, okay, D, go get your future ex-wife. So I asked.
Part 2, come
So
on.
I asked my manager if I could take a little break, so I can go get my future ex-wife. He rolls his eyes. Oh, there goes D, going to get her heart broken again. Honestly, I think they kind of feel sorry for me. But whatever, it's neither here nor there. So I run outside like, baby, come back. I don't know the rest of the song. Baby, come back. I finally caught up to her. I recorded it, y'all. I didn't want to show her face because I think that's kind of messed up. Don't have her consent or anything like that. I was like, I'm just going to film my own face. But it's like a horrible, horrible angle of myself. So I just went over the audio with a more pleasant face. Y'all just bear with me. I'm building up my self-confidence. And plus, I know y'all are tired of looking at my nostril.
Part 3!
Hey, come here. Come here. What's your name? Oh, you're cute. Let me take you out sometime.
You want to take me out?
Yeah.
Like on a date?
Yeah.
You want to take me out on a date?
Yeah, why?
Because you don't look like you would be the one to ask, me to take me out on a date.
Wait, is that... Well, I don't look gay?
Yeah, nah, you don't.
Oh, well, I mean, I am. So, can I take you out?
We can go out, but let me take you out.
Oh, you want to take me out?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah, all right.
Part 4! Part 4!
So that's like the juicy parts of the story. The other parts was just us talking about where we live in relation to where I work. And she gave me her phone number. But I ain't text her yet. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Do I wait 2 to 3 business days? Do I text her right away? Oh my God, what if she's already found another girlfriend? You know how fast we move on. What am I supposed to do? Y'all please help me.
Friend, let me help you. I commend you first for all those steps you did. I'm so proud of you. You guys, if you have not watched my How to Get a Girlfriend video, it's in my live. It was one of my lives. Watch it because she did all the steps. I'm so happy for her. I am so happy for her, bruh. This is what you do, friend. You text her. You text her something witty, like you was looking good or something, just to make her remember you. Like, I mean, you aren't forgettable, but something to be like, oh yeah, this is why I gave her my number. Hit her with one of those lines. Let the conversation flow. There's no dead moments. Do not let it get weird and awkward unless it's something like that. But yes, text her. Text her now. Immediately. Because we do move fast. I'm so proud of her. I'm so happy. I'm so happy for you, friend. So happy. Look at you. Big moves. Booty off.
I shit myself on the second date. So this story is a little bit TMI, a little bit much, but you asked, okay? On our second date, I invited Daisy over for a rooftop candlelit dinner, and I made her an extremely strong drink. I might be the best or the worst bartender in the world. Still haven't figured that one out yet. And I made her a delicious pasta. How our second date went. I'll have to make another part for the third date. Please don't judge me.
Yo, that just happened. We just listened to that because that was wow. I would have panicked like that too and watched it. What is happening? What is happening? I can't believe. Fell on your sock. Were you not at your own house, friend? Was she not drunk, friend? Did she not want to sleep with you, friend? Because if the answer to all those questions was yes, I'm confused about the choice that you made. Because why did it matter about that one sock? Were you that drunk that you forgot all those answers to the questions was yes? What is happening? That was wow. I'm mad I didn't get the third date, but the second date was like that. I can't even imagine how the third date was.
What's the gayest and most ridiculous thing that you've done for a girl? I'll go first. And I promise y'all, this one is worth tuning into. So once upon a time, I was really into this girl, and like all good gay stories start, she lived in another country. But listen, Buki, I'm a real gay, so catching flights and feelings is not a big deal for me. The bitch said she lives here. I was like, okay, on my way. And unfortunately, I meant it, and I was on my way to go hang out with a girl in another country for 2 hours. And instead of thinking that was a red flag, I was just like, oh my god, she's literally so sweet for taking 2 hours out of her day to hang out with me, even though I just flew like 14 hours to see her. Totally fine though, I'll take the 2. At the time though, I couldn't really say anything because like all relationships at some point, it was a very confusing, like it was giving like we want more but we're also just friends, like let's keep it cute and casual. So I was just kind of like trying to keep it cute and casual, but like there was nothing cute or casual about any of this. But for those of y'all who don't know, I'm a travel blogger and creator, so I was like, fuck it, we ball. And I decided to turn this tragic situation into my world tour, and I just started traveling because one thing about me, I'm finna seize the day with or without you. This is where the story should have ended and it would have actually stayed cute and casual, but no, that wasn't enough for me, and apparently I wanted to see her again. So she invited me to meet her in another country. And what did I do? What did I do? I met her in another country. Anyways, here's the silver lining and the only silver lining in this story. I got to hang out with her for more than 2 hours on the second trip. We hung out for 2 days. Unfortunately, the 2 days went very well and the bitch sucked me back in like a vacuum. At this point, we were still friends, but it was very obvious that I was interested in her, I liked her, and I thought it was reciprocated. So when she asked me to meet with her for a 3rd time abroad, and I agreed, I was like, 3rd time's the charm. I really said you can't see red flags from the Mile High Club. This time I flew over 60 hours for a 3-day trip. It took me longer to get there than the time I was actually there. To cut to the point, because I'm running out of time, I basically got ghosted and ignored in real life by the 2nd and 3rd day of the trip. Getting ghosted in real life in another country is crazy. As crazy as it sounds, I have no hard feelings towards her and still wish her the best. I think she's dope, but it was just a weird situation. Anyways, what's the gayest thing you've ever done?
Fran. You was Delulu. Because cute and casual. 14 hours. And we just keeping it cute and casual. Honey, we can do this on Zoom. What are we doing? Why am I flying 14 hours for 2 hours of your time? And talking about me, you in another country. What about my country? Come meet me in my country. Because why are we doing this? I'm not doing this. I'm not. The longest I have driven to see a girl is 7 hours. I drove across North Carolina to see a girl, and that was in college. The furthest I have to. Oh, I said that. Oh, I lied. That was not the furthest I have traveled. Was it? Yeah, it actually was. I was about to say the first I have traveled is when a girl was in Georgia, but that's not. North Carolina, from North Carolina coast to coast, is longer than driving to another state. Ain't that crazy? Driving across North Carolina takes longer than driving to another state. That's wow. But yeah, that's the longest I have driven for somebody. The longest I have traveled. No, it wasn't even a long flight because I traveled to Florida, but that was like 2 hours. So yeah, the longest I have traveled to see a girl is 7 hours. But we were together. We wasn't keeping it cute and casual. No, we were together. So that's real wild, friend. Just for her to ghost you on the 3rd trip, I'm glad you made lemonade out of those lemons. Became a travel blogger. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm telling you. There has to be give me a reason to come out the house. And if I'm already going somewhere anyway, like I'm gonna feed 2 birds with 1 slice of bread. Whoo! you, that's a win for me. Because if you ghost me, it's just like, I'm in a beautiful place. I can get content. Yes, I love that. I love that you made a better situation out of that. You wasn't down. You wasn't down to that. My friend, don't do that again. Don't do that again, friend. People should be traveling to you, honey. You. I know you see the merch. I know y'all see the merch and you loving it. Go ahead and cop this merch. And before you do, subscribe.